I'm Jen, your local New York City guide, and this list goes beyond your stereotypical secrets list. For example, did you know that there's not just one, but two waterfalls between skyscrapers in the middle of Midtown Manhattan? I'm going to share the top secret hidden gems, the top things to see, to do, to eat, and drink. So if you're a New Yorker, you probably want to stop watching right about now. If you're visiting, feel free to take notes or check out my article linked down below with the map and all the details. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, click that like button, share it with friends, and let's go! Number 1, City Reliquary. If you're the kind of person who likes to save ticket stubs or foreign currency, you will love this not-for-profit community museum that displays quirky New York City artifacts. Pay $7 general admission or $5 for college students, educators, or seniors to learn about New York history among forgotten relics of the past. They have everything from the very rocks the city is built on to a piece of the Flatiron Building and some well-aged New York City tap water with funny labels. This is a real hidden gem located in Williamsburg that deserves a visit. It feels like a tiny New York City apartment packed with collectibles, some that make sense to keep and some that are questionable. But in this, you'll find the real lessons of what it means for New Yorkers to be from this crazy place. 2. New York Transit Museum. This is one of my favorite museums that not many people know about. The New York Transit Museum entrance blends into its Brooklyn home, looking just like another subway entrance. Take the stairs underground to visit this museum that is housed in an old abandoned subway station. In addition to exclusive access to tours like City Hall, the best part is the underground City Block platform, which houses 20 vintage subway and elevated cars, dating back to 1907. Travel decades through different ads and designs by simply walking between subway cars. Permanent and rotating exhibits educate kids and adults about subway construction, how tickets and tokens have changed, how the subway map has evolved, and much more. Three, City Hall. City Hall subway station is the famous abandoned station often included in movies for its beautiful vaulted architecture. It opened in 1904 but was decommissioned in 1945 because its curved track was not ideal for new, longer trains. You can still see the abandoned City Hall on a tour, or you can see it by staying on the 6 train after its last stop at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall as it turns around to go back uptown. If you're curious what the tour or subway views of the station are, I made an entire video all about the City Hall tour. 4. Tudor City. Tudor City is an apartment complex on the edge of Turtle Bay and Murray Hill in Manhattan. When it was built, it was the first residential skyscraper complex in the world. Named for its Tudor Revival architecture style, it meant to symbolize the comfort of suburban living when the middle class began moving out of the city. It is conveniently located near Grand Central and around the corner from the UN. The bridge connecting the series of buildings over 42nd Street has unmatched views of the Chrysler Building and is one of the most famous spots to watch Manhattanhenge. This phenomenon is when the sun sets directly between the Manhattan street grid. Though it can be a crowded, hilarious mess, these few days per year, it is almost empty any other day.
Guys, you've got to back up. Second entry's open right now. There's a lot of cars going by.
5. Freeman's. Hidden away down an unexpected alley in the Lower East Side, you will likely only find this restaurant if you know where to look. Inside, it feels like a hunting lodge, but outside, the cute blue door and lights is the reward for walking through this alley of graffiti. There are multiple man-made waterfalls in New York City, both inside and outside of office buildings and in Central Park, but here are my two favorites that happen to be right around the corner from each other and are both miraculously nestled in a small oasis park between skyscrapers. 6. Paley Park. I stumbled upon this park by accident one day after lunch in the area. It is such an amazing feeling when you find a gem like this by accident. This is one of those special places that feels like a total escape from the bustle of Midtown, though it's not the only man-made waterfall between skyscrapers. 7. Greenacre Park Waterfall. Greenacre Park, built in 1971, is a lovely little park on 51st Street between office buildings near 3rd Avenue. Mostly locals enjoy eating their lunch here with views of this stunning multi-tiered waterfall. While St. Patrick's Cathedral might be the most well-known in New York City, the largest cathedral in the world is actually uptown. It's St. John the Divine. In 1892, to compete with the Catholic St. Patrick's Cathedral, this cathedral was technically never finished since they wanted to use only Gothic construction methods, which might have taken 700 years to complete. Finished or not, it is the house of the bishop, which makes it a cathedral and the largest in the world. It also houses the largest rose window in the United States. The history in stone includes figures from Abraham Lincoln to Martin Luther King Jr. to Gandhi. The stained glass windows include modern imagery like a 1925 TV, a train, Betsy Ross, and the sinking of the Titanic. Take a vertical tour to see the stained glass windows up close and the views from the roof. Many visit this cathedral without seeing my favorite part, which is actually the trio of peacocks that are wandering around the grounds. You can take photos, but don't get too close because they will honk at you and let you know that you are too close. But they are just such beautiful creatures. I love being able to visit here. It is so peaceful. I feel so at peace visiting this cathedral. I highly recommend it for everyone. Everyone is welcome. The Episcopalian Church is very welcoming, so they have signs that say, they have Mass in Chinese, they have Serbian, they have all sorts of interesting, unique cultures that are represented and languages that are spoken here. So even in this, poster from the original 1920 welcome to people here in New York, they recognize that New Yorkers were very diverse, and that is why they wanted to welcome everyone who is super diverse. And it's just really beautiful here. It's so peaceful. It doesn't feel like you're in New York. I highly recommend it. Even if it's a little bit longer uptown, it is worth it. Trust me, there are no crowds here like St. Patrick's. This is where it's at. This is a secret, hidden gem. I love it. Next, only 1 block away from St. John the Divine is the restaurant. I'm going to give you a second to guess where it is. You've seen it a zillion times in that show. Jerry Seinfeld. Yes, Seinfeld. They hung out at this diner in probably most of the show, and this is it right behind me, only a block away from St. John the Divine. A lot of people walk past this without realizing. This 15-foot tall statue survived the atomic bomb in Hiroshima. It was 1.5 miles away from the center, and it still survived and is radiation-free. It was shipped to New York in 1955. It now resides in a fenced-in entrance at a Buddhist church along Riverside Drive in the Upper West Side. Travel uptown to visit Europe, the Cloisters. This is included in the Met, and if you are a New York resident, you can pay as you wish. Located in Fort Tryon Park in Washington Heights, the 4 cloisters were transported from Europe before World War II. It is a peaceful area for a stroll, and the museum's collection has a number of famous medieval tapestries and artwork. I also have to say there is no video allowed inside, so I had to respect that. Okay. I almost read this. The ending. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna get back into position. Okay. Nope. Gotta lower it so that that's better. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep this in the outro. I don't know. What do you think? Okay. pretend I'm not between cars, and tilt it a little bit higher. And okay. Wait for the passers-by, pretend I'm taller. Yes, okay, tippy toes for the win. I gotta wait for the plane to go by. This is what happens behind the scenes, in case you were wondering. I'm on my tippy toes. I think I could tilt it a little bit better. Okay, great. I'm too short. Okay. How's the lighting? Okay. Where's the shadow? Yes. Less car. Okay, this is it. It's crooked. Hold on. Okay, we are straight. We are not in focus. And this is what it looks like when I'm recording the setup that it takes. Okay, so we are ready for the outro. I'm trying to get in the frame as much as possible. Okay. Whew. What an outro. I have built the suspense. I hope it's as good as it's supposed to be and I can get it in one take because I got to. Thank you so much for watching this video on top secrets here in New York City. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Please click that like button. Do all that good stuff. Comment down below your favorite secret thing, or if there's any that I missed, I would love to know. I comment back on every comment I can. And with that, as always, say yes to new adventures, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I did it! Woo! Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that was good. The helicopter, didn't expect that. It's getting louder. Only in New York.